Marvel Studios entering early development phase for X-Men movies. Guess what's over, at last, the writers' strike. And now numerous projects can now resume development, including the much-awaited new X-Men film. As more information regarding the reboot of the Marvel Cinematic Universe becomes available, the X-Men film is gradually beginning to advance. There has been constant discussion regarding when Marvel Studios will make an MCU X-Men movie ever since the movie rights reverted to them. The MCU audience has been eagerly waiting to see what Marvel Studios has in store for the X-Men since Kevin Feige's tease at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019, despite the fact that the multiverse saga is still in progress. While movie looks for writers may not sound like a huge deal at first, this is the first meaningful piece of development news we've received on a full-fledged X-Men movie since Disney finished its acquisition of Fox in 2019 and all of its Marvel assets along with it. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine will make a comeback in the upcoming Deadpool 3, and Patrick Stewart's Professor X was last year's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but information on a brand new X-Men movie has been limited. X-Men movie release date prediction based on recent reports. Although there have been many mutant allusions and Easter eggs throughout the MCU over the past few years, Marvel Studios is quite excited that an X-Men movie is finally on the horizon. Though there are many things to take into account, it still raises the question of when the X-Men movie will actually be released. To begin with, hiring a writer will require time, and that is before a screenplay is finished. The bigger challenge will be casting for Marvel Studios' X-Men reboot, but it wouldn't be surprising if they already have a few directors in mind. Casting many performers for an ensemble could take some time, as it did for the currently in development Fantastic Four reboot, assuming they will concentrate on the main X-Men characters. Currently, it makes sense for the X-Men film to be released sometime in 2026 or 2027, specifically as a part of Phase 7, which follows the multiverse saga. It will be interesting to see if existing mutants from the MCU, like Ms. Marvel and Namor, will have a role in the X-Men revival, acting as the audience's eyes and ears as Marvel Studios finally introduces the legendary characters. More importantly, it will be fascinating to see who is cast in some of the most well-known X-Men roles, because they will succeed legendary actors like Sir Patrick Stewart, Sir Ian McKellen, and many more. It's hoped that whoever is chosen to pen the X-Men picture will be able to finally do the mutants right on the big screen, especially given how the franchise was portrayed in the franchise's final movies from the 20th Century Fox era. Finally, X-Men movie and/or more. I've always been a fan of the X-Men and would always watch the cartoon/animated TV shows as a kid. So happy they are remaking/rebooting the movies. Also can't wait for the MCU reboot. Love the Marvel Universe, every single piece of it. I had a fangirl leak and freakout all over the place, every which way.